Now, I am at the Poconos. I am at the Poconos. I am going swimming in a minute, but I do want to run through the 2- and 3-year-olds with you really quick. I guess we can do the age sources too. So, we're going to start with the 2-year-olds. Absolute Euphoria. I suspect it's getting closer. I do not have an update from Mario's barn, but she was training back last I checked, and I can only imagine she looks awesome, I'm sure. Anchors Up was looking good and still is looking fine at Mario's barn, or at Shedro 3. They said his left hind leg, look, he kicked the wall or something, filled up. So we're going to have to cool it out for a couple of days. He'll start back going around Wednesday. My hope and plan is to have him ready for November for that staking series in Corbin, Kentucky. See if we can get there. Austral Hanover has been awesome, continues to be awesome, is racing tonight at the Poconos, I believe, picked to win. Brace for Landing's going to the Wellwood next week, and he trained awesome yesterday also. Carter Michael Dio's coming in sharp, third in the Houghton. Ron Burke will be racing him next week at the Wellwood. I could have brought him home and raced him myself, but I wanted to make sure that he stayed in the same place, that we can form some consistency with him. He got along well with Dexter. He got along great in Ronnie's operation. So I'm more apt just to say, okay, you just keep the horse for now. Cash Deals, as I said, that nothing has changed with Cash Deals. She'll come back in when she's ready to come back in. Chocolate for Lunch is racing. What day is she racing? Monday at Grand River, I think. Now, Anthony Hahn was scheduled to drive, but was in an accident the other night and broke his elbow. So we are probably going to use Tyler Jones, I believe, is who we decided. Good kid, just starting to learn how to drive and doing well at Mohawk. So good job and good luck to Tyler. Columbus is supposed to race. What day is that? Wednesday. Supposed to race Wednesday at Scioto. Wednesday at Scioto is Columbus. Coupe de Ville is going to race Tuesday at Columbus. Her odds are long morning line. I don't know what the hell they're looking at. This filly was great in, I think it was Bucyrus. And then her last start, yeah, she was a little flat, finished third at Urbana, but I think she'll come back with a good mile for us this week. Crantini racing tonight. My brother Mark McDonald is going to drive him from the rail, so good luck to him. Cunning Connie raced good yesterday also, finished second. Last quarter in 29, tried to steal the race, did everything right, and just got picked off late in the mile. But I thought Cunning Connie raced really well. Cutie Cumber, you may see Cutie Cumber show up Thursday at the Meadows, possibly. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I'm supposed to be in Chicago, Illinois on Thursday, so we'll see. I don't know what we're going to do just yet with Cunning Connie. We'll see. Cutie Cumber. Enzo Guayo races tonight, as I said. Picked low odds again. He raced really well his first 2 starts. I expect for a good performance from him tonight. Fashion Presidente raced great the other day. He should race really, really well tonight. 5 Fish Species ready to qualify, but I think we're going to school her one more time. I talked to Steve about it. I talked to Mario a little bit more about it. I said, she's been in 2.5. Let's school her in 2.1 or 2.2 and then see how she feels and then look to qualify her. So I think that's where we're at with 5 Fish. She's knocking on the door. She's there right now. No hobbles, nothing up front, just a set of trotting boots. She looked great the other day. Full Heart. First bad news, really the only bad news this summer, she had put a line in her cannonbone, left hind. Now, some of you may have heard me say that and said, oh my God, cannonbone, that's what Adrenaline Rush did. Two very, very different things. She's got a tiny little line in her cannonbone, whereas Adrenaline Rush last year broke his cannonbone and needed 3 screws put in it. None of that I don't believe is needed with Full Heart. She just needs time, which she was on the cusp of getting anyway. So, not the way I wanted to rest her, but at the same token, not the end of the world, I guess. She'll bounce back. Prognosis for these types of lines and these cannon boats is excellent, so I'm not that worried about anything long term. It just means that she is done for the season now in the short term. Gandalf the Black was good the other day. Again, continues to be good. Hopefully we can get him in Thursday again, which would be another 7-day rotation. I think this will be the best race of his life if we can get him back in on Thursday, I believe. High Enterprise will be heading to, GJ's ATM is in the sale on Monday. I told you why in the sale video. I love GJ's ATM. It's just we can't really afford to give you know, a regional type trotter time off to bring him back and then race him where? Nowhere. So GJ's ATM can go to another stable to hang out for the rest of the summer. High Enterprise will be racing at the next fair. Just probably a couple of fair races for her. Just her confidence is down. She's not racing well. I'd just like to see her be a lot better. So we'll see how the next couple of fairs play out. She's on a race by race basis. At some point she may go to the field, but I would like to see her get a 2-year-old mark other than a qualifier. Horn Player is in the Peaceful Way on Saturday. I was torn on this, and I know that she hasn't earned her way to the Peaceful Way. She's going about it a different way. I believe that her own self-confidence is holding her back, and I want to get her in with some speed and show her that she is fast, because she's never not been fast. She kind of holds back a little bit. She's not cheating. She's not sour. I just think she's very self-conscious, this filly, and if we can get her in a position where she can follow some speed, I think we might be able to shake the cobwebs out of her. So we'll see, but I am sending her to the Peaceful Way on Saturday. Lady All-Star is close to qualifying again. I don't want to say she's a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. She's close. She's been around 210 a couple of times, I think. Dominic said she was really good the other day. A couple more training trips for sure, and then I'll give you a more precise update, but it looks she's coming along nicely. Really, really happy with her. Landing Pad will race on Tuesday. I'd like to get this guy going and confident. There's another horse who just confidence is in the basement, really struggles trying to do his work properly, and I hope he can get it all put together quickly. Landing Strip, another horse. There's a perfect example. There's a horse that struggled and couldn't really put it all together, and then it all just kind of meshed together and fit perfectly, and he was really, really good his last start in both his qualifier and his last start at the Meadows. He is coming into the Wellwood on Saturday, razor sharp, so we'll see how he does. Leaps and Bounds, second in her first start. She's back in to go. She's in tomorrow, I believe, Monday. She's got a lot of horses racing on Monday, too. She's in Monday in Kentucky. Merchant Man. Big update in Merchant Man. He trained with Horn Player. They were noses apart. 2-1 last half, 57-3 the other day. He's ready to go. Now, we're not going to put him in to qualify Saturday, back Tuesday. So a week from Tuesday, we may put him behind the gate just to let him see the gate. He won't be training, but I'd like to see him on the gate. He will qualify a week from Tuesday, I believe. What do we got next? Mo Power Baby is racing tomorrow, I think. Tuesday, maybe. Another filly just getting better and better and better every week. You know, you guys are getting a real good look now at how the quickness or the slowness of some of these horses to mature mentally is, right? Some of them really struggle with it, like Full Heart really struggled with it. Brace for Landing still trying to figure it all out. They understand, but they just don't get it like some of the smarter ones, right? Some of the horses that they just immediately understand everything they're supposed to do, and it's really exciting to watch that take place. But at the same token, because we have so many horses, you're starting to see the difference, the dynamic between some of the horses, where some of them pick it up quick and other ones don't, and how it can hinder them along the way. And Mo Power Baby physically is growing up, mentally is getting better, but again, a little bit behind everybody else, just the way she is. And you look at a horse like Nothing But a Dreamer, very driven, very focused horse, and his results are showing, right? His only race where the only race he didn't win, right? I raced him without hobbles, didn't win. And then he made that break on Louis Philippois. Every other start in his life, he was in the winner's circle. Because he understands his work, and he's just fast. Very, very fast colt. Oh my gosh, 2-3-3 the other day, 2-4, something like that with Jason. He's still a little bit away yet. It wasn't a blinding 2-4. It was an okay 2-4. But he's getting better, and he's looking good doing it. So this is why I brought the horse over to Ohio. I wanted to be able to really work hard on him and really button him down over a 2, 3, 4 week period. And Jason's just done a great job with this horse. Old Check. I thought he was a little flat yesterday, but the big 3/4, 126 in a piece. You know, you also see a problem sometimes is when you go to places like this. Preston drove the horse all right, but if you watch some of the races from Sarnia, there wasn't a lot of top-tier drivers there, let's just say. You know, people that are out there, they make obvious rookie mistakes or or just normal mistakes that drivers make. And you know, Mario took advantage of that with Marshall Zukov. You know, you can still tell there's quite a difference between Mario, and even though Mario's getting in the twilight of his career, you still understand the IQ of a smart driver. And Mario at Sarnia literally looks like a skunk at a tea party. He's quite a bit better than a lot of the people that were down there. But that's where experience brings you, right? The guy's got, what, 8,000 wins or something. But he did well with Marshall Zukov and Olczyk. You know, Preston does a good job too, but he got caught in a tough position, right? You know, there were three where Mario gets shoved 3 wide coming to the half by the gentleman in the middle, and then ducked back in behind him. That guy ran Olczyk right into the ground down the backstretch, and then Mario popped out and chewed them all up. So was it just a circumstance of Olczyk being beat up, or maybe he wasn't 100% healthy? You know, again, this time of year, anytime I see races that are suspect, where horses maybe just weren't as good as you hoped, the first bell that goes off in my head is allergies. So we'll see. We'll see how they are. But both those colts are racing well in that prospect division. I think Marshall Zukov has got to be the leader, I would think, in the prospect series. But Olczyk has been doing well also. Real Fear will be heading out on Monday. That will be it for him. Enough said about him. Rito Legacy jogging back and training back now. I haven't really got an update on her, and I don't really care to get one for a couple of weeks. She's just putting in time and putting in work. That's what she's doing right now. Rosita's Dream wasn't at his best the other day, but was still good. You know what? I like the tenacity of this horse. He allows you to hold him together. Now, I missed the gate. I'll be the first one to say it. I was caught flat-footed at the gate, and I missed the gate by 2-3 lengths, and that cost us third. For sure it did. But at the same token, I got to follow the 8 because the 8 got down in front of me. Rosita's Dream wasn't awesome, but he was good. But he'll let you know where his boiling point is. In the mile down the backstretch, I was putting him in gear, and he put a couple of steps in, and he'll allow you to steady him, where another young trotter might just roll off stride. So he's not the best colt in Illinois, but he's probably top 5 when he's on his game. And now that he's got this start in him, he's coming right back in 6 days. I think Jim can probably have him in a position where he is on the top of his game. So I think with a favorable draw, Rosita's Dream might get a good chunk of Thursday's stake race money. Silent Assassin improved. I'm a little upset that it took till August to get to this point, but improved. Silent Assassin was better the other day. She'll come right back next Friday at Vernon, I believe. Sipping on My Shine, Amy said, did you forget about Sipping on My Shine? I said, no, we got to bring that horse in. He's got to come back in now. He's probably as big as this car right now, I would imagine. So Sipping on My Shine will come back in now, soon. We'll get him back going. Sir Strong is going to race on Tuesday. I think Chris Christopher is driving him. I'm happy. Happy where he's at. I think he's going to improve and get better and better, this horse. Just a likable horse, and he was much better in the qualifier also. Still touching that outside knee and that left shin. We just tipped him out, just a hair left front, to see if we could keep him out of that left knee a little bit and out of that left hind shin. I suspect what's happening is it's a chicken and the egg with that right knee and left hind shin. Comes off a boot, ends up in the other boot. If we can just keep him away from the first step, the first boot, I think we can keep him out of the second one also. So that's where we're at with Sir Strong. Sister Solange bled a little bit the other night. Yeah, it's been a problem. It has been a problem, but like most of the problems we have to fix in-house, we're going to compile the information, look at it in a professional manner, and say, okay, we're going to put Sister Solange on Lasix. We're going to watch her race the rest of the fall. We're going to see how she gets put away. We're going to watch her appetite, how she feels, and see if this was the right move for this 2-year-old. I'm not going to allow an old boys club to dictate what's right and what's wrong. Oh, you can't put a horse on 2-year-old on Lasix. It's taboo. That's garbage. We're going to compile our own real-time, actual information for our horses so that we can formulate a plan moving forward with the other ones that we end up with. Smoking Hot Irish Girl trained great the other day. 59 last half, 58. She's back good. Going to keep an eye on that blood. I want to make sure we don't lose her again, but she was good the other day. Jason's done a great job with her. Tactical Mounds looked great the other day. Also very impressed with Tactical Mounds. Here's a filly that's got a lot going on for her. She's getting better. I said to Dominic, you can take those bell boots off. Soon we'll be able to take those toe weights off, let those hobbles out. She understands now. She's really, really starting to understand her work, and Dominic has done a great job mitigating the voices in her head. Because if you go back to the open house and look at her first qualifier, she was a hothead. Now, very, very, very tempered. More of a surgical attack, and she's learning how to do her work. That's where we want to get these horses to. Some of them take time, some of them don't. But now, once you get them to that point, now you can really teach them how to race. Tailgate Buzz has been awesome, and I suspect he'll continue to be awesome tonight. The horse trained of all the horses I trained the other day, and I trained everybody racing tonight, I thought Tailgate Buzz was as good or better than anybody. He trained very, very, very good. Warwi Yuri, we opted just to turn Warwi Yuri out, and for obvious reasons. As I said to Mario, he trained him in 2-2, schooled him in 2-2. He's seen the gate like 4 times. The horse is getting bigger and stronger, but 2-2, unless you can show me how 2-2 gets to 58, because that's what the grassroots are going, what are we doing? He's already got gate experience. He's already got race experience and training experience. Why don't we just turn him out and let him grow up? He's a giant, and he's bred like one of our best horses. Why don't we allow him to grow up, fill out, maybe let his breeding take over? And I think that's where we're at with Warwi Yuri. So he's gone to the field. What a Mission was not good. Either of his last 2 starts. We had the vet look at him. We're going to make a shoeing change on him. I think his left front foot was bothering him a little bit, and that's why you saw him coast out. When he came out of the turns into the straightaways, that's where I lost him going to the quarter the other day. And as I said to Jason, the vet and the blacksmith, left foot, but he may be taking some weight somewhere behind. So take a good look at him. I think we need to really work on his front feet, especially that left one. And then if there's something else now right hind because of it, we got to address that also. So I think you're going to see a better, more reserved What a Mission on Wednesday afternoon at Scioto, but I think he'll be good. Where are we at next? Whispering Song. She trained awesome the other day. 2-1 last half, 59. But what I liked the most was I did it on the front, which she was never really a great trainer on the front, but she felt professional the other day. So again, got her where we liked her. She scoped good. We're going to take her blood again on Monday, make sure everything's all right. But it looks like her and the other filly are on the right path. And wouldn't it be nice is back jogging now. I don't know if they start training her. If they did, just a very slow mile. She's still quite a ways from the races. But from all accounts that I've got, she's healthy, she's sound, and she's looking good. So those are your 2-year-olds. We'll be back 3-year-olds racehorses. I'm going to try and get through these quick. I'll be back in just a second.